he was the one. We're like, let's build this 36. I want to make it pink. It's my favorite color. He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you cool with that? And he's like, yeah, let's do that.
I can imagine the people that are gonna find this bike and they're gonna look at it and they're like, who the hell painted a 36 knucklehead pink, you know?
With Wolf and Silvio, he's got a phenomenal place, dude. This guy's just he's a whiz, man. I love him.
Yeah, I'll see you in 6 months, and you better have my on you. Otherwise,
For as long as I can remember, I've always been drawn to like old bikes from the 20s and 30s.
Since the moment I heard my first bike and I rode on one, I was like, that was freedom. The way that I feel when I'm on the bike and how focused, and I really sink into my machine and I love it, and you get in tune with it. So I want to do that with the bikes that they're broken. Let's bring them back to life. Most of them are in museums or private collections, never to ride again, just to appreciate as a thing in the past. And I love that, but I want to ride it.
I've been searching for builders to revive these machines that have been sitting for a century. I want to see these bikes rumble and come alive. And I want to ride them like they're meant to be ridden.
well, in order to pull this design off, you gotta buy a DAH, you'd have to take it apart, pretty much 3D cast everything.
So while visiting Maggie Valley, I realized I wanted to recreate one of these DAH bikes and then race them. I brought my friends Nick Toscano and Brian Charles, two amazing humans, two amazing bike builders.
I mean, at first, when Jay asked if we could do it, I think we both said yes, thinking that it wasn't really actually ever going to happen. And then all of a sudden, we're like, oh, we have to do this.
In my journey to create rare bikes to be ridden, I was led to Mike Silvio to build a never-before-seen 1936 bike.
Well, when Jason showed up and presented this opportunity to me, I was floored. I was stoked. I couldn't have been more excited because he's a great friend of mine. I got a little nervous when he told me he wanted a pink 36.
I think out of all the 36s I have, I don't have an original frame. This is the first. This bike will be every single piece on this, thank you to Mr. Wolf.
That was one of the first things that really stood out when I first met Jason. Everything was pink. His shoes, his clothes, his jackets, his keychain to his car.
He was the one. We're like, let's build this 36. I want to make it pink. It's my favorite color. He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you cool with that? And he's like, yeah, let's do that.
I can imagine the people that are gonna find this bike and they're gonna look at it and they're like, who the hell painted a 36 knucklehead pink, you know?
With Wolf and Silvio, he's got a phenomenal place, dude. This guy's just he's a whiz, man. I love him.
Yeah, I'll see you in 6 months, and you better have my on you. Otherwise,
You know, the idea of taking a very expensive 1930s bike, disassemble it, scan it all, and then have to do all the castings and basically build it from scratch. No one would buy a bike like that and take it completely apart, but we did.
Oh,
How's it going?
we got the motorcycle. Yeah,
It's here.
Parts that we've been telling you about.
30 DAH. That's pretty sweet.
Harley Davidson, super rare. A digital representation of a part that can't be, reproduced easily. Getting that digital footprint or fingerprint in is always really smart.
So then we're going to be able to copy these and even get the original cast and marks and everything right down to the T.
Let their hearts hang out so they can write you off.
As we were building these bikes, you run into little things that don't quite add up or don't fit right.
You know, every little part was handmade, and all right, you put something together. Ah, this part doesn't fit. All right, we'll get these scanned, and we'll have prints, and then we'll go to the foundry, make that.
It's in here.
Oh, you look. Spoil it.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Yes, it's ready.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow.
It has. I mean.
Ooh, look good.
Looking at the pink 36, I was blown away. Taking all these pieces and having Silvio put together my first stock 36. And then to design it the way you want it. To go from a wild idea to this finished bike. Then I get to rip it around my friends on their 36s. There's nothing better.